Well, hi everyone, welcome to Mr. Mars Blades here on the West Coast. I've got this build on the go. I've done more here than what I'm going to show you in this part 1. But the rest I'm going to put into a video, a part 2 video, and then upload that. Part of the reason I'm building this is to test several things I've never done before. This is a bit of a mishmash. It's not an accurate representation of a Tanto knife. It's just got some elements that I've seen that are in there, and certainly in the antique Tantos. And namely making a butt cap, making the habaki. The guard was even a little bit of a challenge. The handle wrap, and so on. All of this has been something I've never done before. But in part 1 I'm going to jump in and show you me finishing off the profile of the blade, do the bevel grinding, and then get on to the cap. So there you go, enough chit chat, let's get on to it. Was recipe, so I'm going to go 800. Look at that, bloody unbelievable. So that's where, right, still going up, so that'll be alright. Successfully heat treated, and look at the lack of decarb on that knife. That's amazing. That's pretty hard. There we go. We'll come back in 1 hour. So these are the attempts that I made. This is the one I showed you in a bit more detail. Totally hopeless. This was the second attempt. In fact, the one that you see me cleaning up is this one, and you can see that I ground through the wall here and that became totally useless. But this was the one that you'll see me just shortly doing the braising on, and that again was not that successful, but it was a better attempt. So the one that you finally see, which is this one, is exactly the same process as this, and well, I will show you eventually in a bit more detail, but you can see, maybe you can see there, that you can see that this has been, the handle wrap goes through there like they do. I have no idea how they do their handle wraps, but anyway, a bit more about that later. Right, interesting. I think this has got potential. So if I get, where is it? Okay. You can see that or not. With that is almost perfect fit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use this, put it in the vise and then tap it. Well, I don't know if you can see that, but kind of got somewhere with it, but better luck next time, I'd say. Alright, what I'm going to do is braise this onto here, and this may not be the final one as well because I've got this wall here on this side a bit too thin, but I'll see how I go and I'll see how it looks when I get it on there. But braise this bit on the bottom of there, and then I'll grind it off and I'll make a cap out of it, and I'll just see how good that is. So I'm just got trade flame general purpose braising flux. So I'm just going to put, that all around here. Basically plenty of it on there, I suppose. Stick that on there. So I'm just going to snip off bits. So I'm just going to put those on the inside. Just shove them in there, sort of equally placed like that. Alright, so there you go, in there. Now I'm just going to drop that in the forge and that should melt straight into it. That's it. To be honest, I could have left it a bit longer. Let's see if I can get a slightly better rough on it. But still, it's braised in there. That probably could have done a bit more time, but I didn't want to overdo it. So I've just noticed that I need to file this out a little bit more. So I just got to make sure there's plenty. Well, I don't know if I keep forgetting to turn the camera on, so I don't know if you can see that, but I've glued that on there. I've cleaned all the epoxy and I'm now just going to wait for that to dry. Hopefully that'll work out good.